Commission told Cardinal George Pell tried to buy victim silence about abuse.
Die, Pell.
Hello, I'm Paul Barry. Welcome to Media Watch. And as you can imagine, that post on the Age's Facebook page last week, Die, Pell, caused more than a little embarrassment. It made headlines in a bunch of rival papers like The Australian, The Telly and The Daily Mail. And it was also a talking point with Neil Mitchell on his top-rating radio show on Melbourne's 3AW.
On the line, the editor-in-chief of The Age, Andrew Holden. Good morning.
Good morning, Neil.
What happened?
Trying to find out.
The Facebook post, which linked to a story denied by Cardinal Pell, alleging that he had tried to bribe a victim of sexual abuse to stay quiet, was up for an hour before The Age removed it. Soon afterwards, an apology was published, and Editor-in-Chief Andrew Holden was telling Neil Mitchell he was sure that none of his staff was responsible.
Somebody, and at this stage I'll assume it's a hacker, but I don't know absolutely. I'm investigating as we track it down, has come in and over the top of the photograph, and the link through to the story is written in those two words.
So, was it a hacker or an inside job? Since The Age tells Media Watch it won't be publishing the results of its investigation, we'll probably never know. But it's not the first time that something like this has happened. Last year, readers of Fairfax's Australian Financial Review in Perth were treated to this winning front page, full of missing headlines, empty spaces, spelling mistakes, multiple X's, and gloomy predictions of the future.
Arms build-up, buys planes, world is f***ed.
And no one at Fairfax noticed that either, until it was too late. More recently, The Age itself has been stuffing up in comical fashion by putting stories into the paper twice. 3 weeks ago, in the British election campaign, The Age ran a yarn on page 3 about a 17-year-old Ed Miliband fan attacking Rupert Murdoch and The Sun on Twitter.
Brand new Bay as girl takes on Rupert.
And just in case we missed it, The Age kindly reprinted the story on page 14, with a different headline and different subbing, but otherwise essentially the same.
Media mogul Rupert Murdoch is often touted as the kingmaker in British politics. But in the dying days of this week's general election campaign, his mantle is under direct challenge from a 17-year-old girl.
Yes, it was so good they told us twice. And this was not a once-off. Some 3 weeks earlier, on 11th of April, The Age published 2 identical features on Tesla's new electric car, with the first version on page 5 of Drive, and the second on page 14, with the exact same story.
Tesla Model S, a combination of new technology and the latest style.
But it's not just The Age that has been doubling up. Back in December, the Sydney Morning Herald's Rick Fennelly took New South Wales Corrective Services Commissioner Peter Severin out to lunch.
Prison whisperer, running the jails is not a tough guy contest.
2 months later, for those who had missed it, the Herald reheated the lunchtime chat and served it up again. And 3 weeks ago, it repeated the trick, running the same page of Business Day in an early edition with the same CBD column 2 days in a row. But it gets better. Here is the Sydney Morning Herald's weather page for the weekend of 18th and 19th of April. And here is the forecast for Tuesday, the 21st.
Partly cloudy, chance of rain 50%, amount 1 to 5 millimetres.
So, is that how it actually turned out? Or not?
It's been the most rain Sydney has witnessed since 2002. And the wettest April day since 1998. By 9 o'clock this morning, 119.4 millimetres of rain had been recorded, and it just has not stopped.
Yes, Tuesday, 21st of April, was the day the massive storms in New South Wales began. Those bloody forecasters never get it right. But perhaps we should look at that weather page a little more closely.
January the 1st to date, 2014.
2014? Why 2014? Well, the answer is that was last year's weather page from 18th of April 2014, which the Herald somehow managed to reprint by mistake. Amazing. But we haven't yet got to the punchline. This bizarre cock-up was spotted by a man who contacted the Herald and was looking forward to being congratulated in the paper's column 8. But come 25th of April, when column 8 was published, his tip-off was nowhere to be seen. So, was the Herald too embarrassed? Well, no. The paper had screwed up yet again by reprinting column 8 from the previous week. So why on earth are these disasters happening? Well, it may be something to do with the fact